Okay, good afternoon and welcome to the Geelong District Football League Round 7 of the 14th to the 5th, 94. Anakie versus Bellpost Hill out here at Anakie. And of course our umpires today are Nathan Ashton, David McLaughlin in the centre, and on the boundaries we have Ben Johnson, Aaron Tucker, and in the goals John Hill and Phil McGibbon. And I'm Noel Fanning and I'm the director for the afternoon. On the cameras we have Sean Cannon and Robert Watson. And it is over, of course, to our men of the moment in Ron Brain and David Cook, who'll take you through the commentary for the afternoon.
Brain's here with me, Noel. Wonderful to have him up here this afternoon. Good afternoon to you, Noel, and the boys in the camera. And good afternoon to Bannockburn Brain. A bit offline today, Ronnie. Heading for
just remember,
round up at Bannockburn. You're unbelievable.
Just remember, Cookie, I'm Ron Brain and you're not.
Oh, there's only one of you. Just for our viewers there, Ronnie was driving the car. I hope there's no policeman listening too, because Ronnie was doing about 160 k's. It took us 7 minutes to slow down to turn around and come back to Anakie.
Yes, it was one of those things, Cookie.
I was airsick. We're going that quick.
Not sure what happened, but let's get back to the serious stuff here at a very picturesque Anakie reserve here this afternoon. David Cook for round 7, match of the day, GDFL football for the 94 season between Anakie, the Anakie Roos, of course, and the Bellpost Hill Panthers. Should be a very entertaining clash. Anakie, a 2-4 win-loss ratio. Bellpost Hill 4-2 win-loss ratio. Favourites here this afternoon, but this great game of ours is a real even-upper. And I would suggest Anakie will give a good account of themselves today, even without the coach, Daryl Bissett.
Yes, unfortunately, the Heaps had to pull out today. He's got the stomach infection and he's very weak in the legs too. He said he's not got much strength in those at all, and he's opted out. And Phil Gavin's coming to the side, a quicker running player, certainly. Might be needed today against, we just got the Bellpost Hill boys on screen there. They've got a few runners too, haven't they, Ronnie? They've got a few that go pretty quickly. Travail's very quick, so too is Cameron Carr's a good player. And Adam Brazilkwich, he's a very quick player of the alphabet. He goes around very nicely. David Wall's got a lot of pace. So there's plenty of pace in that side, isn't there? So perhaps the inclusion of Phil Gavin is to offset some of that pace advantage that Bellpost Hill may well have.
Yes, certainly. Cookie, another player there too, Mark McCrowan, who will be wearing the number 38 Guernsey here this afternoon for the Bellpost Hill. So, and a little message for the Bellpost Hill Club too. Fellas, let's get your team lists right. There is a number of changes here this afternoon. 10 in fact.
10 in fact.
And that's about $50 in fines, I believe. So we don't want to see them losing money to the GDFL League exec.
No, they've got plenty as it is, the GDFL League exec. They don't need the money, but of course if the fines are there, they've got to enforce them. So, as you say, it wouldn't be hard to just correct those few name changes with the numbers there. Number 3 on screen there for Bellpost Hill, Brendan Christensen. Coaching the club this year, Ronnie. Picked at 4-4. Don't think you'll start there for mine.
No, I think the paper side Friday's advertiser, Cookie, a little bit of a joke. And that's another annoying factor. Umpire Dave McLaughlin there throws the coin in the air. And Christensen and Neville Gogol, empty, as he's named to his mates, has lost the toss here this afternoon. Brendan Christensen, the successful tosser this afternoon, kicking to the right of screen. And, well, Cookie, bit of a blustery day, isn't it, really? On and off.
Yeah, the wind picks up for a little while, then it dries off a bit like you with a bit of PC when you're on, actually. A bit breezy at times, but it's swirling around a little. I don't know whether it'll favour either end. Do you think it'll favour either end, Ron, here today?
No,
lovely conditions out here today.
It is. I don't think it will either, and I think it's just going to be up to the 18 boys out there today to get in for the ball first and use it properly. To a teammate that will win the game here this afternoon. I'm going to stick my neck out and go for the underdog, Cookie. I reckon Anakie in a tight one. And if they can play 4 quarters, I mean, they really matched it with last week's game for the first half. And let's have a look. Just trying to recall now that particular game.
I think it was against Bannockburn, Ron.
Yeah, it was too.
I was talking to Daryl Bissett through the week about that, and he said they played very well for a quarter and a half. Had them, I won't say what he said. He said he had them just about beat, he thought. He said Corey Bissett missed a shot for goal from 20 yards out directly in front. Was a point, went straight back up the other end, a goal was kicked, and from then on they never looked like getting into the game. He said he didn't know, he couldn't do anything right, he said, but had a Corey kicked that one and he said they'd have went down for the count. So it could be a pretty entertaining game. I'm going to go for the favourites here, Bellpost Hill. I think the pull-out of Daryl Bissett will weaken Anakie quite a deal with on-field leadership, although, as you say, still got Neville Gogol out there and, of course, Big Bull Welsh. But, yeah, I'm going to go for Bellpost Hill.
Noel, can you hear us downstairs? Your selection this afternoon?
Mate, I'm going to stick with the home side. I'm going to stick my neck out here and go for the home side.
Yeah, me too. And, well, it's funny things have happened. But, yeah, Cookie with the favourites. Loves the favourites, Cookie. He's backed it straight out as well. Not an each way man. Interesting to see what will happen here.
Ronnie,
All comes back to the middle, Cookie.
Yeah, Paul Welsh is not starting off on the ruck as I thought he would for Anakie. He's picking up big Paul Miller, who's in terrific form. Kicked 6 goals last week for Bell Post Hill from the centre half forward position.
Special cheerio to his father, Kevin, too, who I ran into a couple of weeks ago at one Thursday night up at the Bell Post Hill Club Rooms. Good afternoon to you, Kevin Miller. Hope you enjoy the entertainment this afternoon that these two great clubs will perform.
Neil Longworth starting at full forward for Bell Post Hill. His opponent down there is big Costello, Michael Costello. That should be a duel of the tough men down there. They're both not frightened at all, Ron.
Certainly, Cookie. Only time will tell as umpire Nathan Ashton commences play. The bounce down is a good one.
Up goes the big fella there for the Panthers. Knocks it to the ground there, did Brady. Whistle on play. I think it's just tied up in there, and he's going to try this one once again. Didn't get far out of the centre position near a door. Brady got up high for that knockdown, Ronnie, and he's starting off in the ruck.
Yes, and a good tap too again, but it's gone straight down the throat there of Gerard McMahon. The Hornet punts it to centre half forward. In front, Phil Gavin couldn't hold the overhead mark. Butters up well though. Kicked off the carpet there by the 32 Guernsey in Mickey Majevic now. Finds a teammate in McCronin. Lost the footy, but he found a teammate, fortunately for the Panthers, where the ball spills free and the Panthers break clear and bring the ball to the half-back line, members' side of the ground.
Chance out here for Glenn Travail to run to the footy. Clever play by Travail. He's got support and he needs some. Got the hand passed away quickly. Well done. Kick down towards centre wing. Up goes Miller from behind. He can't mark on this occasion. All crashing his way through the Packers. David Wall knocks it forward, but streaming out of defence here for Anakie, who gives us a look at the number as he turns round. It was Mark McCrowan, I think it was.
Mickey Gibbons.
Mickey Gibbons. I had it right the first time. Down he goes towards half forward. Stack of players. Here's Fazio. Is it getting the hand pass out wide? It's a good one to Travail. Sets him free at centre wing. He punt kicks it to the forward pocket position. Up high as Miller, knocked away by Welsh. Ball goes towards boundary line, sliding in on top of it down there. Anakie defender. He'll carry the ball over and a boundary throw in, and empty it was.
Anthony Wolf, great defensive football. They're diving in the 34 Guernsey. What a great job, though, from the big fella Paul Welsh, because Miller had the set, but he met him solidly and forced the ball away.
Yeah, Miller done the ruck work on this occasion, but Welsh, he stands at the back of the pack like a rover. Kicks it 65 metres to centre wing. Magnificent kick, and he finds the elusive Scotty Simon, who marched with the long sleeves. Grandstand side of the ground.
Yeah, good lead, two in front, taking the football. Corey Bissett. No, it's not. It is the big fella Brendan Jolly with those bicycle strides. Kicks it long from 50. A lovely kick, but it just drifts to the right side of the big sticks. Offline, first score of the afternoon to the Anakie Roos. 2.5 minutes gone of the first term.
Good move there from Welsh from the back line. Long kick to Scotty Simon. He went long again.
Good footy.
Just 2 or 3 kicks, got it from one end to the other very quickly, and unfortunately just drifting offline there, Brendan Jolly's kick, and it looked good for a little while. Wynn just pushed it away.
Scotty Simon having a very good season, ruck roving, I believe, but picked up by Glenn Travail as the ball's brought back into play. Not a good kick either from the defence of the Bell Post Hill side. And now an opportunity, Steve Green feeds off the hand pass to Phil Given, who goes quickly to goal under pressure. And I think you'll find he's popped it over the line and out of bounds on the full.
Yeah, it wasn't a particularly good kick there from Phil Gavin. Thought he might have tried to centre that one. He had the shot as it turned out, and offline it went. As we see a four-wheel drive just moving away there. Corey Bissett stands the mark.
Interesting shorts he's got on today.
Yeah, I don't
and
think
footwear.
And he's got the he's wearing runners, believe it or not. Punt kick out towards half back. At the back of the pack, almost a mark to Sean Bale, was it? He was up high, so too Brendan Jolly. Here's the chance coming in on top of the footy here for Anakie. Looked like Elmer pushed off it. Ball spills free. Looks like Wall gets a hand pass away. Oh, he's taken out of the play with a lovely hip and shoulder. Crashing his way through the pack for Anakie now comes Gerard McMahon. Feeds it up to Steve Green, who goes on left foot. Awkward kick towards boundary line. Half forward flank position. They run after the footy down there. Brad Martin when the bloke pants. He's the leader up there. But over the boundary line it goes. Boundary throw in. Half forward flank. Again, Anakie doing most of the attacking at this early stage of the first quarter, Ronnie.
Yeah, certainly. And the Beggs name still being held in esteem out here at Anakie. The number 8 Guernsey, young Ben Beggs, out here representing the Roos here this afternoon. And, well, he's had a couple of touches, doing well early stages. Pack of players have formed from that throw in. And umpire will come in and bounce down. And I tell you what, Wayne Toothy Moore, mate, he's the runner, he's the team manager, and he's the secretary of the Anakie Football Club. I tell you what, I get tired thinking about it.
There you what, he does a bit of work. Hope he gets home now and again. Bounce down, chance for Simon. He run past the footy on that occasion. It came back there towards the player there in Scootka. He got the ball out towards half back. Pay the mark, umpire. I think he will. Yep, he did. Hand pass quickly. They're moving the ball out of defence quite well here with a hand pass across to Matthew Lewis. Has to spin out of trouble. Did it well. Punt kick down towards Miller. Up in front. Welsh does it well. Knocks it away. Passio picks up the crumbs. Fires the pass in a half forward. Glenn Travail takes the mark. He straightens up on the right foot and goes for goal. He's offline. 1 point only on the board. Off the boot of Glenn Travail. Perhaps could have done a bit better. Ronnie Brain, your comment, please.
Yeah, interesting tactics, and just trying to pick up. He was on Scotty Simon a moment ago. Now Mark McCrowan has picked up Scotty Simon, so he's obviously ruck roving, and because I think Travail's on the centre wing.
Bird Cameron, Chartered Accountant Scoreboard shows 1 point apiece as the ball's kicked in towards Welsh. He's up high and can't mark. Does well at ground level as Welsh. He doesn't bend down, puts the foot into it up towards centre wing looking for Green. Taken away from Green on this occasion. He's beaten on this occasion by Matthew Lewis. He punt kicks towards the forward zone. Mark's taken but a free kick off the ball going to Neville Gogol, and Empty takes this one in the back pocket on the scoreboard side of the ground.
Yeah, nice football too, and cooling the crisis. Empty goes short and finds a teammate there in the Hornet McMahon at half back. In between half back and back pocket, members side of this great reserve here at Anakie. Oh, that's got to be the mark of the day. Up there, Kazali McBaddy. The 13 Guernsey, lucky for some cookie. A screamer, centre wing. Drives the ball looking for the lead of Paul Miller. Couldn't get the footy on the half volley. Now we see working hard there at centre half back and doing it sweetly for the Anakie side, I would suggest. Looks like McGovern's as we see the ball now. Kicked off the carpet. No one can pick the ball up cleanly. Working hard, Jason Fling. Peggy, he can't get hand to footy. Kicked off the carpet. The loose ball. Sees now Costello in front doing well. Tried to take Cameron Carr with him, but he missed him, as we see now that the big fella Longworth picks it up, his opponent, and finds Miller at full forward.
Miller straightens up and goes for goal. I reckon he's got this one. Big kick from Miller. 4 points on the board. Long goal from Paul Miller. Well played by the full forward there. Longworth got right down on the far side of the ground, half forward to win possession of the footy. Got it to Miller, and Miller straightened up and went for goal, and bang, he's put it right through the middle.
Well, now, I reckon Toothy Moore might be able to tell us. Wayne, is that the 50 or 40 metre line there, son? He's kicked that from 55 metres, I tell you. Great goal there from that youngster in Paul Miller. He kicked 6 last week. I reckon his old man Kevin, he'll be having a picnic here this afternoon. Bird Cameron Chartered Accountant Scoreboard sees that the Belfast Hillside 117, Anakie 1 point.
And I reckon the 50 metres tape's got a bit shorter over the years. It shrunk in the rain one, I reckon. Kick goes up towards half forward at the back of the pack for Anakie. Almost a mark taken by Big Brendan Jolly. Does well, kicks the ball into the forward zone. Looking for Corey Bissett. He may have been pushed after he kicked it.
Yeah.
Wait on the umpire. He's coming in. Yes, he's paid this one.
Brad Martin.
Going to be a kick to Corey Bissett on a very acute angle run alongside the behind post.
Brad Martin in the long sleeve, 31. Just a little bit late there on his opponent, Brendan Jolly. And the umpires picked that up well.
With the kicks there in the forward line, they should pay him.
Good call, David Tiggett Cook.
We see the figure of Corey Bissett with the 15 Guernsey on the back, coming into fire for go. Runs around a bit and plays on. Blasts away with the right foot. I think he's put it on top of a car, I think. Oh, he's got a point. Wasn't a particularly good kick for the big fella Corey Bissett. Ran around, did the right thing.
The idea was right, but the execution didn't quite come off.
Oh, wasn't good at all. 1 point only. 2 points on the Bird Cameron Chartered Accountant Scoreboard to Anakie. Bellpost Hill, 1 goal, 7 points. We played about 10.5 minutes up the first quarter. Brought to you by Rucky, 24-hour locksmith time clocking.
That's right. Trophies out there at Corio Village, the Rock, and that's the place to go for all your footy trophies. Ball now brought straight down the ground. The bouncing ball, will it sit there for the big ruckman in Mark Brady? He taps it on, good football, Hill, and away they go. Oh, both players using good strong body weight there. Longworth, he lost his footing at the crucial time. Ball just over the pack and unable to trap the football there, Joey Barbro, for the Hill, and we'll see a boundary throw in right on the point post, and the goal umpire, Phil McGibbon, he's got a hold of the footy and said, ha ha, have this, son.
Oh, a nice little throw back there too. That was Glenn Travail, booted that long down there. He's been in the play early stages. Throw in. They go. Longworth tries to knock it back into play. Goes in after it again. Longworth tapped away from him. Oh, they stack it on top, but Gogol lays a good tackle down there. This will be a ball-up decision for sure.
Yeah, Justin Tate did well there too for the Anakie side, getting a hand of the leather, but just couldn't quite find a teammate at ground level. Another bounce down. Cookie, what is it, 15 metres out?
Well, it depends where the 50-metre line is, Rob, whether the tape shrunk or not. Up goes Longworth over the back of the pack. A flying shot by Confazio on the left foot. Brady said great goal, so did the umpire McGibbon, and 4 points goes on the board to Confazio, and the Panthers get their second goal in the first quarter.
Yeah, real opportunist Confazio, and the dashing centreman, a lot of experience with Confazio, Expel Park, and he'll be relishing this lovely big arena out here at Anakie as we see the Bird Cameron chartered account and first quarter scoreboard. Bellpost Hill 2-1-13, they lead. Anakie 2 points, and as Cookie just said, about 11.5 minutes of the first quarter gone. Back to the centre, up they go. The bounce just favours the big fella there from the hill in Mark Brady. Got it to the run of Fazio on the left foot, underneath the ball though. Oh, strength was the big fella Paul Welsh. Couldn't hold the ball, but he's got good support. Gibbons goes to centre half forward, but Christensen's there. Feeds off to the run of McCronin, who goes bang towards goal. Thank you very much for coming. Great goal, Adam Percival-Cabbage. He's popped it through the dashing wingman with great anticipation of that lovely penetrating kick from Mark McCronin. And, well, the Civil kicks his first and a very handy third goal for the Panthers.
Yeah, 3-1, 19 points on the Bird Cameron chartered account and scoreboard, leading Anakie, who've got just 2 points on the board. Ronnie, I just missed a bit of that play there. The lady coming around selling the raffle tickets, would you believe? Would you like a raffle ticket? But I bought a couple of bucks worth anyway.
Good on you, Cookie. But, well, what's the prize, Cookie?
I don't know. I don't care. Let's get back to the footy. Percival-Cabbage boots his first. He joins Paul Miller and also Confazio as the goal kickers for the day.
Good to see
So we're at the Norline Hotel, Cookie.
the Norline Hotel raffle it is. Thank you very much, Noel. Good to see the young ladies involved there. I might make a comeback out here, Anakie. Lovely lady on the boundary line here, dressed in white.
Ooh. I'm going to let that one go. Ball coming back to the centre now, Roddy. Back to the middle they go. Brady doing the ruck work in there.
Down. Anytime.
Beatenborough on this occasion. Knocked forward for Anakie by the big fella in Justin Tate. Free kick plucked out of this, though. Goes the way of the Panthers, and Joey Barbaro punt kicks the ball towards half forward.
Oh, Gibbo.
Oh, could have just about paid the mark. The Gibbons play on as Welsh does well at ground level and gathers and kicks out towards Gavin, who marks on centre wing. And here come the Roos.
Oh, fabulous fill to Beggs. It's over his head a little bit well, but oh, Beggs, he's got one a bit high. Must get the free kick. Yes, he does. The dashing number 8 Guernsey gets possession of the footy outside half forward flank. Goes short, the leader's on, didn't carry to Bissett. Pack of players have formed. Umpire McLaughlin will come in and bounce down about 55 metres from the Roos goal. And good build up there through that young player in Benny Beggs.
And it was Welsh who started the ball coming from half back. He's done well down there, big Welshie. Here's the ball coming out of the Packers. Empire picked a free kick out of this. I think he has one. Going to go the way of the Panthers here.
Could be Mickey Matchovic, I think you'll find, Cookie, who's been pretty busy early stages, or Cameron Carr. Could be Cameron Carr.
Yeah, it might be Carey, I think. Yep, I think you got him, Brunny.
Right, Carey. He loves to kick the footy long, and that's no exception. It's a beautiful drop punt. Kicks it all of 55. Straight down the throat of David Wall, who doesn't muck around. Plays on quickly. The left foot pass, not a good one, though. Didn't sit for Christensen, and allows Gibbons, who's been very busy across half back.
Gives
good
support.
Bradford. Yep, Bradford. Quick kick under pressure to centre winger. Opportunity here with the Roos to Jamie. Oh, yeah, good work. And young Jamie Elmer takes possession of the footy. Plays on quickly now. Gives it to a teammate, kicks it long left foot to Bissett, but no one home at ground level, and the Panthers clear.
Yep, but only as far as Stephen Green, who gets underneath this one and marks the ball midway between centre and centre half forward. The Roos need a goal desperately early stages, first quarter. He fires it into the forward pocket. Bissett again, the target. Got 6 to beat. Picked up here and kicked into the forward line by a big Pittman. Up goes Beggs, the goal sneak. The nose picker at the back of the pack. Pushed in the back, must get a free kick. And the umpires plucked it, and they're doing a pretty good job early stages, Ronnie.
Gee, I tell you what, the youngster was a bit stiff not to get paid the mark. She rose pretty well there, young Beggsy, and well, he's been given the free kick for the push in the back, and well, angled pretty tight here, Cookie. He's about 20 metres out, a real chance here for the youngster. What do you reckon he's going to do?
I reckon the angle's that tight. If he kicks it, it might get stuck between the goalposts. There's not much room there at all. Let's see what he does. Tries the right foot drop punt kick across the face of goal. Up they go. Players. Cameron Carr puts the fist in it, knocks it through for a behind, and a rush behind there to Anakie when they badly need goals.
Yeah, a little bit of inexperience from the youngster. Should have tried the banana bender, I reckon, the cross check kick. 3 points, Anakie. Belfast still 3-1-19 on the Bird Cameron Chartered Accountants scoreboard.
Ronnie, they seem to be kicking the ball further to the right of screen than they do to the left of screen. I think the breeze might be favouring the end of which Belpost Hill are kicking.
For sure.
As the ball gathered here and kicked back for Anakie, but only as far looked like Cameron Carr coming out of defence. Right foot kick towards a centre wing position. Picked out the teammate nicely. The ball bounced but beautifully gathered by Brendan Christensen, who punt kicks long. Free kick here for an aerial infringement. I think Welshie playing in front of Paul Miller, getting the benefit here. Paul Miller not agreeing with that one, but Big Welshie so far doing a good job on him, Ron.
Yep, just about best on ground for mine at the present. The Colonel, I'll call him. He's got control of the half-back line as he brings the ball to the members' side. Looks there for the big arms of Justin Tate. Supported ground level low was well done. Brendan Jolly kicks to centre wing. Opportunity here, Scotty Simon, but was well collared. Good work there, I think you'll find, was the defender in Bradley Martin. Put him down, and we'll see a boundary throw in on members' side. Centre wing here at the Anakie footy ground.
Gavin getting underneath this to do the roping. Up they go. Over the back of the pack went Simon. Taken away from him. Little kick to centre wing. Christensen's up well. Knocked away by Stephen Green. Did the right thing. Didn't try to outmark the other coach. Put the fist into it. Headed for the safety of the boundary line. True centre wing position right in front of the commentary team.
Yes, sun peeking through these overhead clouds, Cookie, and it's a delight to sit here and watch this good entertainment here of country footy as Brendan Christensen thumps the ball forward. Wall, good intelligent play, thumps the ball back towards the centre of the ground, but Jamie Alma's there for the Roos and kicks out wide, but oh, there's nobody home for the Roos, and I tell you what, Glen Travail can have a picnic out there for the Panthers. Kicks it long to the pocket, in front, not paid the mark, a little stiff. Anthony Wolf, pack of players form. Umpire McLaughlin will bounce down.
Well, I agree with the umpire there, Ronnie. It's a dry day. There's no dampness out there. He should hold the mark. He almost had it. I'd agree with that one too, but I don't think he held it long enough. And he's going to ball it up. Only 10, 15 metres out from goal. Up goes Longworth. Knocked away from him. Here's the charge run on the footy, Gavin. He'll carry this through from behind, as sure as your grandma made pickles once upon a time. He did so, and 1 point only goes on the board there to the Belpost Hill Panthers.
Okay, 19-minute mark of the first quarter. Cookie proudly brought to us by Rocky's 24-hour locksmith and trophies out there at the Corio Village.
20 points, plays 3 on the Bird Cameron Chartered Accountants scoreboard. The kick was long. Miller was up high from that defensive kick in. He was able to punch the ball away, and over she goes, and a boundary throw in outside the defensive.
What a great service. 24 hours a day, mate. Rocky. Okay, over they go, up they go, and we see there Neville Gogol thumps it towards, well, their goal, but it was all Cameron Carr. Said, thank you very much. Kicks it to David Wall, who's under pressure when kicking, and I think you'll find he's popped it out of bounds on the full, as we see. Yes, I think you'll find there's been a bit of discussion here between goal umpire and boundary umpire. It may have been touched off the boot, Cookie.
Well, it must have been, Ron, because the boundary umpire's claimed possession. He's going to earn his dollars worth out there and throw it in right alongside of the point post. Belpost Hill in attack. Doing most of the attacking this quarter. Up goes Longworth, wins this hit down, but doesn't knock it to anyone in particular. Gibbons picks it up, or was it Bradford? Goes round on the right foot. Gibbons it was. After the footy out here and doing well too, McMahon might go get a free kick for this one from one over the shoulder and in the back. Anything else you'd like? Because McMahon was playing the footy and he deserved the benefit of the umpire's decision, and he receives that at half back.
Kicks it long. Now up they go. Brady Tate wins the battle. Can't control it. Good work there was from the long sleeve Guernsey player in that. Brady Martin, but he's got support. Fazio from 55 goes bang towards goal. Gee whiz, presumable cabbage there. Yep, he was swooping on the leather again, but the ball just carried a little too far for him. Hit the woodwork. Minor score off the boot of the dash of Con Fazio.
Here's Costello. He's going to swing play towards grandstand side of ground this time. He's got a lead on out here from a teammate in Anthony Wolf, and he takes the mark. Midway between back pocket and half back flank on the grandstand side of the ground. 21 plays 8. 1 goal, 2. They got to go yet? No, 21 plays 3. They got the wrong scoreboard up down there. We've got the right one here. Hand pass comes back towards the commentary position, centre wing position, and out of bounds she goes before the big fella can get hold of it. In Brendan Jolly picks it up, gives it to the boundary umpire, and he's going to recommence proceedings. And we've gone how long this quarter, Ronnie, on the Rockies 24-hour locksmith time?
Good 21 and a half minutes, Cookie.
Okay, back in it comes. Big fella goes up, knocks it down too. Hand pass comes out to Christensen from Barbaro. Barbaro gives it across to a teammate who's put him all sorts of trouble, McCrowan. He's lost it in the tackle. tackle. The base of the pack, Jolly's working hard. Barbaro again slipped it out. Might have been an illegal slip out, I think you'll find on this occasion. Joey said I handballed it, but the umpire right on the job said, you threw it. And the big fella takes the free kick, Brendan Jolly, at right half back.
Yeah, a little bit stiff, the Hill, on that occasion, but, well, Damien Christensen, or Brendan, I should say, was gone with the ball, but good umpiring, picked it up as we see now Scotty Simon.
Oh, what a beauty!
Didn't see him.
Oh, he come out of the sun, I think.
Matthew Lewis has just cleaned up Scotty Simon, but he's okay. I think young Lewis has come off worse for wear on the occasion, taking the wind out of his sails. Ball kicked up forward there by Jolly. Good play from the big kangaroo as we see that, well, Jamie Elmer takes a nice grab centre wing.
Spears it across the wood, centre half forward. At the back of the pack, actually up high in front there was Christian Stuka. He couldn't get it. He had teammate at the back. Oh, coming out of defence, taking the mark too. Anakie, play it on to. Got the handball across in a hurry. Did the big fella there in Gogol. Got it across to his teammate running down the ground in Jared McMahon. He's gone to half forward. They've gone further into attack. Bissett's out in front, and he might have grabbed this one. I think what he won on the big guts. I think he's got it. Yep. Corey, now an important kick for Corey Bissett.
Pretty tight angle. Why does he persist to lead to the pockets, Cookie?
Needs to come down the ground a bit more, needs to get into the corridor. He's making it hard for himself to kick him from there.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough shot. He's into a slight bruise, as you've previously mentioned. The drop punt, it's a nice looking kick. He's underneath it.
Look, it's swinging back, but not far enough. I don't think 1 point only on the board there to Anakie. They need a goal badly. Corey Bissett kicks his second behind. And the scoreboard will show us that 3 goals of 3, 21 points on the board there to Bell Post Hill. Should be 3-3 down there, Noel, to 4 behinds to Anakie. 21 plays 4 in the first quarter.
Ball on the outer side, half a forward flank for the Anakie boys. Oh, copping one a little high. Good umpiring as well. Very impressed with the umpires early stages as we see that Brendan Jolly gets the benefit of that decision for the Anakie side. Kicks it long up to the high flyers. Good fist away there for the Hill by Mike Batty. And, well, he's returned from a little bit of a holiday, they tell me. And nice to see Mike Batty back in the side.
Yeah, the big fella Jolly's covering plenty of ground. Ronnie, he's playing at centre half forward. He was down here at half back before, and there he is over the far side of the ground, kicking that one into the. There's the correct scoreboard going up. 21 points plays 4 as the ball is back into play down there. There's a heap of players around the footy. Phil Gavin running on it with Corey Bissett, tapped away from all those. It's out of bounds, another boundary throw in, just about 5 metres around from the goal post. Anakie needing a goal badly before quarter time, because if they get one, it wouldn't be too bad a quarter on.
Yeah, certainly. Probably not a big breeze, Cookie. He's probably worth 2 goals.
Yeah,
if
worth
that.
a goal or 2.
Opportunity here for the Kangaroos as we see that up there was Glenn Pittman. A little quiet early stages. Got the ball out to a teammate who's been very busy for the boys from Kangaroo Country in Brendan Jolly. But again, breaking down on the forward line. Sees the Hill defend well. Goes short to centre half back. And I think you'll find Michael Scholar takes the ball. No, it's not. It looks like Brad Martin in the long sleeves.
Brad Martin in the long sleeves and the both pants on. Kicks the ball towards the centre of the ground. The kick is a good one. It looks like Barbaro up. Oh, fell over there as he went to play on. Now he's gone. Might it be Travail? He's got 50 metres.
Yeah, a little bit stiff. Well, he tripped and the player on the mark did go over thinking that he played on, but the umpire hadn't called it.
Play on. Yeah, that's true, Ronnie.
You must wait until the umpire calls it. Good umpiring. It's very hard on the player on the mark. But because it's a reflex reaction to go for him because he thinks he's played on, but you've got to wait until the call is made.
So Glenn Travail takes this kick. He's going to kick it from about 65 metres out from goal. Puts the right foot into it. A long kick in towards the goal mouth. Up they go. Longworth knocks the ball away from Welsh on this occasion. Gogol gives it back to Welsh. He's in all sorts of trouble. Tries to get the boot in. Little toe poke from Welsh. Got it a few yards. It's in the goal square down there. They can shovel it through here. It'd be the best thing to do for Anakie, I'd suggest. The umpire's pinned a free kick and it's going to go, I think, the way of Bell Post Hill, Ronnie.
Yeah, a little bit stiff, Neville Gogol. He's probably just a little bit too aggressive at the footy on that occasion, and the knee and the boot of the football made contact with the ball, but the Belfast Hill player was over the ball.
And it was David Wall who's come in, and he has.
Oh, that's sinful. He's missed from 20 metres.
I think he's missed it. That's why I held the call up for a minute there. He has missed. 1 point only. I was about to chalk it in for a goal, but it looked as though he hooked it a bit, and he did. And 1 point only goes on the board.
Okay, now the time clock is ticking on. It's, let's have a look, Cookie. 30 minutes have gone of the first quarter. Lovely kick in too from Gibbons. Out to the outer side of the ground. Looks for the high flies. Working hard there, young Elmer. Hands and knees. Gives it to the big fella, Welsh. On the left foot, kicks it to Ben Beggs' direction. Good work, Mark McCronin. Butted up well. Fed the handball back as we see the short pass from Cameron Carr. Well intercepted Steve Green. He plays on. Gives it to Beggs. Showing a lot of skill as the youngster. Punts it long to half forward. Up they go. Looks there for a teammate. Couldn't take the ball, Paul Smith. But on the ground level, good work there for the Kangaroos. Glenn Pittman kicks it to the leading Corey Bissett. But the ball just a little bit wide for the big fella, and it's out of bounds.
Well, I think Coach Darryl Bissett better get hold of the brother at quarter time and tell him just to lead straight up the ground. He's fighting for possessions on boundary lines all the time. Can't kick goals from there. You can, but not too many of them. Much better going down the corridor, I think, and getting the players to hook it back into that corridor to give him a chance, Ron.
Yeah, too negative at the present time. Let's hope that will change at quarter time. Good defensive football there. It was Mickey Maljevic.
Mickey Maljevic it was.
Yeah, and
25-metre hand pass headed for the boundary line. Did it well.
Work.
Good defensive stuff.
Still a bit of a lull on the traffic. Ball on the half forward line for the Anakie Roos. Just waiting on the boundary umpire. Brings the ball back into play. Good throw in too. Pittman thumps the ball towards the Kangaroo goal. But again, Matchevic doing well. Beautiful foot pass and hits Travail right on the left breast.
He's had some kicks, Travail, this first quarter. He kicks towards centre wing. Who's going to run at this one very hard? They'll need to go hard. There's 2 on 2, Ronnie. Players fighting for it. Gogol fell over his opponent. Got into the back of his opponent according to the umpire as he did so. And another free kick going against Neville Gogol. This time the recipient is his opposite today. The captain of the Panthers, in Brendan Christensen, who takes the kick at centre wing. Punt kicks towards half forward. And out in front, David Wall takes a mark.
Okay, let's see if he can finish it off a bit better this time than his last attempt. Takes his time. Oh, he's hooked that left foot again to the pocket. Up they go, but the ball is just touched on the line. And, yeah, Woolley just not steadying himself enough, Cookie.
Well, he hooked the one before, and he hooked that one as well. So he's got the hooks today.
Call him Hooker.
We'll call him Hooker as we go on. Maybe he'll come good after quarter time with a bit of a lesson from the coach. Belbany umpire throws in big. Welsh takes it out of the air, does well. Transfers play to the far side of the ground. Race on out here. First in for the ball will be the number 4 of Anakie, Jared McMahon. He will head for the fence. I think you'll finds the safety there. Good thinking from Welshie there. Just switched the play, trying to set up something there from the defensive position.
Yeah, and a real workhorse. And
now at full back too, with the shifting there of Paul Miller to full forward.
Okay, that's an interesting move as McCronin now swoops on the leather from that boundary throw in. Kicks to centre half for David Wall, ever elusive on that half forward flank for the hill. Again, his kick has gone across the face of goal to the right side again, Cookie, and that left foot hook is still there.
Okay, glad you got that out. Boundary throw in, up they go. Welsh was at the front, but knocked away by Costello. Goes back to where the boundary umpire threw it in, right alongside the Robertson sign, and out of bounds she goes before Joey Barbaro can gather the footy in, and we'll have another boundary throw in, Ronnie. Just wondering, they're peppering away a bit here, Bell Post still, well, close to quarter time, perhaps missed opportunities, a quarter thereof here for the Bell Post Hill side. Had most of the play, but have only kicked, 3 goals?
Yes, certainly, Cookie, as we see that Welsh does well again, the big fella. McCronin butters up well on his opponent, and Jamie Elmer's got to work a bit harder. Beggs has just given a backhander there to young McCronin, I think you'll find. Oh! The elbow came out there of the big fellow in Brady.
Here's Green got it. Green's got it at the centre of the ground. It runs around and has a bounce. Stephen Green, that player's still down, the one that Beggs made contact with. He goes towards Bissett out in front this occasion. Not so much to the flank here, Ronnie. Bit straighter.
He should kick this.
Corey Bissett. He's a fair way out, Ron.
Distance.
I would think into the breeze.
Yeah, he's wanting to give it off too. As we see the player there on the bottom right hand of the screen. Good work there from our director downstairs, Noel Fanning.
Right on the ball.
Yeah, McCronin just up on his feet. Seems to be okay.
Here's Bissett unloading with the right foot. It's drifting away to the right-hand side. It's a long kick. It's carried the distance, but it's offline. The wind just pushing across a little there, Ronnie, by the look of that. And Corey Bissett's kicked his 3rd point of the day.
Yeah, we've really got a, looks like a bit of a, what is it, a northerly, isn't it?
Hard to say. Here's the chip kick in. It's a good one too, because Christian Scooter goes up, takes the mark, tries to scoot off with it, but the siren beats the Scooter on this occasion. And at quarter time, we'll see that the scoreboard coming up in just a couple of seconds for us here. I think you'll find the Bird Cameron Chartered Accountant scoreboard. Bell Post Hill 3 goals for 22. Anakie 5 solitary behinds. It's 17 points the difference at quarter time.
And let's hope, and Mick Carter, yeah, big loss for Anakie too. Hurt the ankle a couple of weeks ago. Out giving a bit of cheek there too. I won't suggest what he did to us on camera, but you'll get yours, Mick. Don't you worry about that. Just make sure that Corey Bissett leads down the corridor.
I've got to put up with this every week. Can you believe this? He's going to coach a side from up in the commentary box. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment.
Quarter time, there it is.